What's happening, people? Coach G is here, your master mindset creator, empowering men across the globe with the necessary tools to break and end compulsive destructive habits, create passionate, healthy habits, as well as the mindset to sustain permanent change. Listen, I wanted to come to you guys. I wanted to talk to you all directly. I got some exciting news, a title read special announcement. But before I get into that special announcement, I needed to bring you guys a question first. And here's that question. I need you each to identify what is stronger than your strongest excuse. Let that just kind of marinate. You don't got to shoot me an answer back right now. Completely fine. Feel free to pause this video and think of your answer. But I want you to really think about that right now, though. Like, I don't want you guys caught up in the moment, jumping on the phone, calling me or any other coaches here at Feed the Right Wolf and the Mindful Habit. I want you to think about what is stronger than your strongest excuse. So what's the first thing you guys got to think about with that question? What's the strongest excuse you got? Like, what's the strongest excuse you got to not wake up and work out and be ahead of the world? What's the strongest excuse you got to not fully show up 100% as a father, as a husband, just as a man that you're supposed to be, that you was born to be? What is the strongest excuse you have for still suffering with a compulsive addiction? You see, look, here's the deal. I've been doing this business now professionally for a little over a year. Unprofessionally, probably a heck of a lot longer. I mean, I got a background in social services. I got a background in sales. I got a background in marketing. Like, I have been in a position of communicating with men and women just like yourself about how to get them from point A to point B. And even as I had to deal with my own issues in the midst of all of that, the biggest question, the same question that stopped me from getting help when I was supposed to get help, is still the same question that dictates whether or not you guys make that change. At the end of the day, it's simply asking yourself, what is stronger than my strongest excuse? You see, I remember when I used to work in a women's shelter, and I came across women who would visit the shelter because they wanted to seek a way out. And I'm getting everything signed up for them. I got beds for them. I got room for them and their children. And they don't follow through. And I asked them, what's really stopping you right now? Like, what's the biggest excuse you got for not coming to be safe? And I heard a lot of things. I heard it's comfort. I heard it's about finances. I heard I don't know what to tell my family. I heard I don't know how to explain this to my children. I heard I don't even know if my husband's really that bad. Maybe this is just a phase he's going through right now. As I do this business right now, guys, I get calls almost on a daily basis. And the reason why probably 90% of those calls don't manifest into another man becoming porn and compulsively habit-free is simply because they still rely on their strongest choice. Like, I got a group of men, believe it or not, you don't see them behind me, guys, but I got a group of men that go and press their nose to the fire every single day, simply to be radical, to be something that is different than what is traditionally known about them, whether it's from them, from their family, or from society as a whole. And what they each had to do, what I had to do, what Craig had to do, what every coach here has had to do, is answer that question. What do I got that is stronger than my strongest excuse? So I'm going to play this out for you guys. I'm going to give you guys a very brief clip as to what happens when Coach G gets a phone call. Hey, how you doing, guys? Coach G, how can I help you? Hey, how you doing? This is so-and-so. I'm suffering right now. I got a big problem in my life. I want to get the help right now. I'm tired of my life being like this. I'm tired of living in this kind of state. Awesome, brother. Well, listen, here's my story. I had to deal with a compulsive habit. I had to deal with an addiction. I lost my wife. I lost my kids. I lost my finances. I was homeless, and it took me all of that before I really made that choice. And the reason why I had to make that choice is because, quite simply, it wasn't about my wife, it wasn't about my family, it wasn't about my lifestyle, if you will, and being homeless at the time. It's that I was going to die. And my life was worth more than any excuse that I could have. So the way this program is going to work, bro, is that we get together twice a week. We have a couple other calls that happen in there to keep you on your toes. We work, we nail this thing out, and we get you ready. The price is beep. Oh man, Coach G, that is such an awesome story. I so connect, I so relate with you right now. But look, I need this to be explicitly clear, guys, and you're going to find this not just with myself, you'll find this with every single coach here in this business. Yeah, we provide food for our families and doing what we do right now, but if you think we get on the phone with you guys to simply throw you guys out a number to be able to make some money off of you, you're wrong. If you think that we try to set things at such a high stake to make it hard to get to, you're wrong. See, the reality of this game is that you've already looked at all the free stuff, but you're still where you are right now. Your wife has looked at all the free stuff. You're still where you are right now. The free stuff ain't getting it for you. So you got to come and get what the real work is. The same work that every last one of us here had to go through, had to get. And we're not giving you anything different than what helped make us radical men and women. But guys, you have to step in front of the strongest excuse that you got to make that change happen. And if you can't do that, don't pick up the phone, guys. I don't say that to be mean. I need you guys to hear me because every single last one of y'all know I end my message the exact same way. I love you, kick ass. But you're lying to yourself. And even more importantly, if you looked at my last video, you're being a scam artist. So what's the deal right now, right? How are we going to now work in this situation? Well, let me just go ahead and jump into the special announcement. Here's a special announcement, guys. I finally had a chance to get my head above water a little bit. I was working with a lot of men, and I realized that, you know what? I got some space. So what's that mean, guys? I got room. I got 5 spots available for my accountability program. That's men who are going through the Mindful Habit program, men who have been through the Mindful Habit program. Maybe you're just the guy that, look, I had an issue a long time ago. I only relapse maybe once every other month kind of deal. I just need somebody to help keep me on my toes. I got space for 5 men to come and be and held accountable by Coach G. And I got 3 spots for my Radical Guaranteed Results program. Yeah, you heard what I said. It's guaranteed results. It's a hard-ass guaranteed results. Why? Because I do what my shirt says. I wage war. You can't buy this. I had to earn this shirt. So when I wear this shirt, trust me, it's a lot more than just something that fits me nice. It's a message. Because every time I'm on the phone, every time I'm on a video, every time that you see any interaction coming from me, whether it be a blog or anything, I'm here to wage war. And I want to wage war in that area where you're losing. The area where you need the most help and resources. You're waiting for troops to come in here and back you up and drop bombs over your enemy. I'm here for that. But that only works if you decide before you pick up the phone call what is stronger than your strongest excuse. Is it your wife leaving you? Is it your kids walking in on you, seeing you and really seeing dad in his full glory? Or is it your death? Yeah, I need you to think about that. Do you got to be the guy that's caught watching porn while you're driving and get into a head-on collision and die? Are you going to be the guy whose family leaves him so you go full-blown in your porn addiction and you get crushed by a ton of porn in your own home? Yeah, it happened. So you got to make a decision. And then make the choice. Decide what's stronger than your strongest excuse. Then let's get on the phone. Let's get to work. Jump into one of those spots. Either be part of the accountability program that I got running right now, or you guys jump in and say, look, I need this over and done with now. And I need to be held to the fire now. And I need somebody that will go to bat and war with me every freaking day until it's done. Let's get in contact. You guys know the information. 443-600-9169. George at themindfulhabit.com. Let's get to work, guys. It's not even a full 3 months into the year yet. You still got time to get this thing done. Listen, like I already told you guys how I end this. I love you, but it's time to kick ass. And it's time to kick ass of the strongest excuse you got. Just simply so you can be the strongest person you can be. Let's kick ass together. Wage war!